Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'd like to talk about my Marlin 336 chambered in 30-30. Stick around. Alright, this beauty is my Marlin 336. Marlin produced this rifle in 1948 until 2010, where Remington took over production until present under the Marlin name. This rifle has a 20-inch barrel with a full tube magazine underneath. Marlin utilized proprietary technology, the mini groove rifling system, which provides uniform bore dimensions, which improves accuracy. It prevents gas leakage and reduces bore fouling. The overall length of the rifle is 38 inches. She weighs in at about 7 pounds. We've got a full pistol grip walnut stock with the walnut fore end as well. A flat top receiver with a side ejection port, which makes the 336 an ideal candidate for rifle scopes. Marlin also boasts a very simplistic internal mechanism which makes the rifle easily field stripped for maintenance and cleaning, like so. Just pop out this screw right here with a flathead. The lever comes right out. The bolt slides out the back. And the ejection spring pops out as well. It just sits in there loosely held in by the bolt. This allows the rifle to be easily maintained and cleaned from the bore instead of the muzzle, reducing damage. So, with all that said, this rifle is second only to the Winchester 1894 as far as sales, topping 3.5 million sold. So let's get this baby to the range and put some rounds downrange. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, give me a like, and feel free to leave a comment. We'll see you at the range. Alright, so here we are at the range with my Marlin 336 30-30. I got a few different types of ammo here that I want to try at 50 yards, 100 yards, and then 200 yards. We got the American Whitetail from Hornady, 150 grain. I also picked up some Federal, 170 grain. Power Shock jacketed soft point. You can see a theme here. They're all marketed towards deer. And the Fiocchi 30-30, 170 grain. There's no distinction as far as marketing on this box. Just standard 30-30, 170 grain. So I got 3 targets hung down range. I'll put 3 shots on each with the 3 different types of ammo. Try to hold center. So let's get this started. Get some rounds down range. Okay, so here are the groups at 50 yards. I started out with the 150 grain American Whitetail. Looks to be the largest group out of the 3. This was the Fiocchi 170 grain, which looks to be the tightest group out of the three, but was hitting a little low of where I was aiming. And last but not least was the Federal 170 grain. Not the tightest group, but I was kind of rushing with that one. I felt like I should have settled down a little bit more, but it still held a nice little group there, which is perfectly fine within that 8-inch circle. All right, so let's move over to the 100-yard range and see what you can do at that distance. All right, so here we are at the 100-yard range. I'm just going to lay over these 8-inch round stickers over the old targets and see what kind of group I can hold at 100 yards. It's going to be the same sequence: 150 grain Hornady American Whitetail on the left target, Fiocchi 170 grain on the middle target, and then that Federal Power Shock jacketed soft point 170 grain on the right target. So let me go hang these downrange, and I'll be right back, and we'll get some more shots downrange. All right, here are the shots at 100 yards. The Hornady was the left 150 grain American Whitetail. The Fiocchi 170 grain was in the middle, and then that Federal 170 grain was on the right. I'd say I held the best center group with the Federal this time, whereas the Fiocchi was the better group at 50 yards. But still not bad with just iron sights. 100 yards plus is where an optic, a magnifying optic of some sort would really help you out with this rifle. All right, so I'm pretty happy with these results. If I take my time, I can definitely tighten those groups up. So let's move over to the 200 yards and see what a 30-30 can do at that distance. We'll see you over there. All right, so here we are at the 200-yard range. I'm not going to take precise or try to take precise shots with this rifle. Open sights at 200 yards. I have yet to buy an optic for it. So I'm just going to hang my IPSC size steel downrange and see how many shots I can land on that. Take 5. Once again, I'll take 5 shots with each, starting with the Hornady. Then I'll take 5 with the Fiocchi, and then 5 with the Federal. We'll see where I'm hitting on steel at that distance. All right, let me go hang that. Okay, so let's see what this 30-30 cartridge can do to some water bottles at close distance. Second shower of the day. When I'm loading it, I leave the rim exposed, hanging out just a little bit to make the subsequent rounds easier to load. And then your fifth one, sink it in, obviously. All right, so there you have it. My presentation of the Marlin 336 and 30 caliber, a phenomenal deer rifle, a phenomenal cartridge in the 30-30. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is the gun-toting pacifist. Stay active, stay alert, and stay armed.